Good morning, everyone. It's February 14, 2009. I'm Dwight Schmuck. This is the Schmuck Look. It's Valentine's Day, folks, a day of alleged love and joy, and let's give candy and all the flowers and all the good stuff. It's also a day for venting a spleen. I tried to do this a little earlier, and apparently I screwed up, so if this comes across as the second one, sorry about that. I had forgotten to hit the stop sign, the stop click, and, it went on, and then an unknown error occurred, and as I tried to upload, we'll check it out later. At any rate, I've got a little spleen venting to do. First and foremost is the $1.5 trillion, that is trillion dollar, package that the Treasury Department proposed this week. $1.5 trillion, folks, and it was like buried in the story, and I went to that story, and I had to go to another one, and da-da-da-da. But in order to find out about this proposal, it took like 3-4 clicks, and probably 45 minutes or so. $1.5 trillion. It seems that the business owners and the bankers, why, they just can't afford anything more if we don't give them everything. Guys, if you can't afford it, you probably shouldn't have bought it. And, I've only got just a tiny little wad. You've already blown a big one. You can't have mine. You can't own the world. It will be here long after you're dead. And by my lights, that's not soon enough, unless, of course, it was the day before yesterday. Second, I watched Bill Morrow and Larry King. And, Bill, the line about Michael Phelps marinating himself in chlorine for 8 years, that was a good line. You also said it would be very refreshing if somebody stood up and said, yes, I did it, I'm not sorry. Well, I did that last summer. And I also told the state's attorney I wasn't even going to quit. And you know what? Why, he dropped my fine $50. Gee golly, guess honesty does pay a little bit. Third, and, Valentine's Day is on the 14th of February, and 14 is a magic number if you're an unwed mother in California. And I'm going to try to attach this to the AP story about this woman has received death threats. There are all kinds of threats. The police are investigating, and there's been hundreds of angry phone calls. Gee, do you think, lady? I mean, you got 14 kids. You just had 8 of them. Why, that's one heck of a big litter. The Department of Agriculture has estimated that, to raise these children through the age of 17, now that means that the day they hit 18, you're cut off, is going to cost the taxpayers something like $2.7 million. Now, this does not include, realistically, emergency trips to the hospital, all those good things. Now, again, she's unwed and unjobbed, but she plans to go back to school to get her master's degree in therapy. And, being the schmuck I am, I'm just wondering what kind of therapy. Is it mental therapy, physical therapy? I'm thinking maybe it's sex therapy. To you, darling, happy VD. You claim that it ain't welfare, it's assistance. Sweetie, we're not against giving anybody a hand up, but we are against giving a Myrtle the fertile turtle, who's got 14 kids, this huge handout. Now, according to the story, she spends all her time with her children. Well, gee, no kidding. Let's see, 8 babies. What are babies? They are crap-producing machines. So she's spending a whole lot of time changing diapers. Now, I'm betting those are disposable diapers, which, of course, because, there's a big plastic input in them, which plastic comes from oil. Yeah, you're getting my drift here. Folks, it's February 14, 2009. To all but one, I wish a great and happy Valentine's Day. And you, Myrtle, happy VD. I'm Dwight Schmuck. That's today's Schmuck Look. Peace, folks.